Hey everyone, it's Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and welcome to Tarot at 12. So glad you're all here. I see the chat is already popping. I love it. Big thank you to my moderator, Zara. Zara, thank you so much for all that you do. Zara will be reposting questions for me. This is an effort to help me streamline the chat. Questions are selected randomly, but this way it helps me to identify questions more quickly because we only have an hour. And I also keep in mind I stay very focused on the cards, so I am not checking the chat during readings. I do look at it in between, but Zara is so helpful. Of course, I always want to thank the Night Reader Tarot, who is also one of my moderators, and he does the same. So thank you to both of you. It's great to see you. I saw a few of you over in Night Readers chat. So I'm so glad. I love to be able to interact with you there as a viewer. If you haven't already, check out Night Reader. He's got a show called Tarot Days and Nights, and it is on at 10:30 Central and 7:30 p.m. Central. So you can see the first day show right before mine. You can have a full day of tarot. What's going to be better than that, right? All right, my loves, we are going to get started. I want to try to get to as many questions as I can. This one that I had spread out was the Tattoo Tarot. I'm going to put that one aside. That's one I've used, but it's kind of in my back shelf one. I don't know. It's just not one of my go-tos. I change it up all the time. So we'll see what we've got today. All righty, let's answer some questions. I want to take a minute and welcome people. I do appreciate you all, and I do see you all. I do look over the chat afterwards, so please don't ever be offended if I haven't greeted you. I do see you, and thank you so much for coming. Preeti Raj, hello, and Yusra Showcat. I'm finally going to say your name right instead of Yursa. I'm going to say Yusra. I don't know why I did that. Oh, CC Sagittarius, Sterling Slaughter, great to see you. Luna Moon, hello. All right, guys, let's get going. All questions are free and are selected at random. If for some reason, you're feeling like you just don't want to wait in line, or you just want to make sure and guarantee your reading, you can drop a donation of any amount in the description box in the bottom of the video. And all donations do receive priority status. So, alrighty, that all being said, enough housekeeping, right? We're going to get started. Let me see what we've got on the agenda. Wait a minute here, my phone is already beeping. So let me see. I think we're going to start the day with a donation. How wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much. And this is for Kyra. Kyra, thank you so much for your donation. Let's go down here and find your question. Here we go. Thanks again for your donation, Kyra. All right, there's an air sign meant to be coming in my life. What can you tell me about them, please? Okay, so let's get a tarot perspective. Astrology can clearly pull a lot of things in too. But for this, since it's obviously a tarot show, I am going to be finding out what the cards can say. And what we can add to that, and we'll see what's going on. Alrighty, what is this air sign going to be like for Kyra? Who is this air sign coming? What is coming in Kyra's life? All right, air sign, what are you like? We want to know, what is this air sign like? We are using Classic Llewellyn. Again, I feel like this is a classic question. And once again, if you're wondering what decks I choose and all that, it's literally what I'm feeling in the moment. So don't ever read anything into it. All right. So this air sign. Okay. Well, I think this air sign is going to be somebody who really wants to make sure and be very methodical and thoughtful about things. I'm assuming your question is wanting to know kind of what their personality is like, as opposed to what they will be like for you. Clearly that all ties in, but what I'm seeing here is personality for sure. I'm thinking that, your air sign is going to be somebody, again, who wants to really think things through, will really, take action, but at the same time, want to be thinking of all the different options and the different choices and making sure to make plans. I think this is probably a case from experience. I think perhaps your air sign might have found this out through past experience, that being, slow and thoughtful about things and purposeful has really been what's propelled your air sign to get forward in life, including relationships. So I'm seeing that here with these three cards in particular. The longer road, taking things slowly to avoid this and to be fair, make decisions quickly. So I think you're going to have somebody with a really good head on their shoulders. Now look what we've got there. We've got the Two of Cups. I think this is also going to be somebody who really wants to harmonize. That's not quite the word. Harmonize. Thank you, brain. Harmonize. Oh my God, that was terrible. Harmonize with you, which means good, because wanting a partner to make decisions with you, to be romantic and have all that wonderfulness, it's all wrapped into this. So I'm thinking that your air sign is going to be looking to you to be an active participant in the partnership, which is also a good thing. You don't want it to be one person higher than the other, or not being able to meet each other and help each other. So yeah, I think that this air sign is going to be very, very easy, wanting to make sure to address things that also have you involved. Also looks like a bit of a romantic. I'm seeing some good things with that as well. So this is an exciting person coming your way. Really, it really is. Woo, that's exciting. All righty, good luck, Kyra. I hope that works out. And again, thank you for your donation. Let me see, my phone's buzzing again. Let me just check. Nope, that's okay. So let's get out of there and go back to questions. Thank you again, Kyra. All right, guys, just like Kyra did right now, to bump yourself up, feel free if that's what you'd like to do. And now I'm going to try to get to as many of the free random questions that I can. I'd love to read for everybody all the time. I really would. I really, really would. Although I'd probably get really tired and lose my voice. So I don't think that would be a good idea. All right, so let me get back here. I'm going to look. Here we go. Thank you, Zara. All righty, Rose F. Hello. Will I get engaged this year? Ugh, okay, let's do an Anna K. We're going to do Anna K because Anna K is awesome. All righty, let me shuffle. Let me focus. Get engaged this year. We're looking for an engagement. We want a commitment for Rose. Okay. Let's find out. Let's find out, Rose. For those of you that are new here today, I want to welcome you and I want to thank you so much for joining us. If you have not already, I'd like to invite you to go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love for you to stay connected. And I do pop up videos here and there. I've got a new series coming up called Relationship Warriors, some other fun things. So if you are not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and you will stay in our family. Okay, so will you get engaged this year? I'm seeing some good things happening. All right, so what is this? This is August, and it's about, what, halfway through. So let's just say September, October, November, December, January. Oh, December. So we've got 4 months, 4.5 months coming up. So that's not that long of a time. I mean, sometimes I guess that does seem like a very long time, but before the end of the year, I meant. We've still got 4.5 months. Obviously, some things would be important to have in place, like having a partner that you want to marry. So I'm assuming that, that might be in the cards, no pun intended. But what I'm seeing is I'm seeing something really good happening. Look at what we've got here at the end. We've got the Magician. The Magician is the ultimate new manifestation card. That's creating something, planting that seed and watching it grow, literally about manifestation. So that's looking really good. What else have we got? We've got Strength. Strength is all, well, clearly, as the name implied, it's about being strong, but it's also about having the internal strength, that fortitude. It is not about strength like brute force, it's about being strong. And we all know what that means, but it's that internal will. So being strong, keeping your confidence up, that's what's beautiful to people. That's what's attractive to people. People are attracted to that confidence, not cockiness, confidence. So I think, that's telling me that you need to stay strong, and you got to have that confidence be kind of emanating from you. I do see a new opportunity for growth coming. Look at this card. This is our Page of Rods, which is wands, growth and effort, new ideas, new things like that. And look it's the brand new message, and he's looking over the wall going, what's over there? I want to see. Well, what is over there? It's the King of Pentacles. Our King of Pentacles is the king. The king is looking at the big picture. Well, what would an engagement mean? It means getting married. And what would that mean? Changing the big picture. The Knight of Pentacles, or King, excuse me, that's about material things. That's about your material world, home, health, money, engagements, things like that. So that does still apply, even though it's not a cups, but it is still applying, being that it's the king. So I am seeing some very real potential for that engagement. The really strong thing that's making me see that is the fact that this magician here is at the end. The brand new year is over here, right? We've got brand new year going there, and phew, look what's happening. So I'm thinking it's looking good. Looking good, Rose. Good luck. What's that song by Beyonce? What is it? Put a ring on? I don't know. It was super funny when Justin Timberlake did it with her as a spoof on Saturday Night Live. If you haven't seen it, find it on YouTube. It's hilarious. All righty, let's see what we've got next. Looks like we have a donation. Let me see. All righty, this one is from, let me see if I have it on my fancy list. And I don't. Are you kidding me? This is from Jada, who I believe is Empress Jada. Am I right? Let's see how smart I am. Let's just see how smart. We don't know. No, I'm looking for Empress Jada's question. Thank you so much for your donation. Beautiful, Jada. I was off. I thought it was Empress for some. You know what? This is going on my list. Let me write it down really quick because I need to remember these. All right, beautiful Jada. Thank you so much for your donation. I am going to finish writing. There we go. Let's move it. Let's find out what your question is, dear. Is there anyone currently interested in me? Ooh. Okay, let us do, where is it? Deviant Moon. I love it. All right, is there anyone currently interested in our beautiful Jada? We want to know who's got eyes for Jada. Who is looking at Jada thinking, Let us find out with my new favorite deck. See, even though it's my favorite, I don't pick it out every time. And when I say favorite, it's my favorite for now. But see, I still don't pick it every time because I like to, whatever's calling my name, I kind of go with. And I don't really know what's the call, but I know in the moment. Okay. Is anybody currently interested in you? Well, I can see the mystery. I can see the mystery here with the moon. But guess what? Guess what the moon is doing? The moon is pulling people. Look at this card. The moon has these people on marionette strings, and that's supposed to signify how the pull of the moon leads you forward on the path. So that is really cool. So I'm thinking that's looking great. Now here we have our Eight of Wands. This is typically a card with speed. Usually when you see the Eight of Wands, it's usually just wands flying through the air, and it means like speed. Well, now look how interesting this deck is. It still means that because the traditional meanings still apply, but the cards, this card in particular, it's somebody kind of cutting down stuff like, I don't care about the growth. And look at getting a message. You know what this is? I'm assuming you might be single and you're tired of being single, and a note is coming to you. There's somebody interested in you. Someone's being kind of pulled to you, and look at, I hope it's not a bird, but somebody's coming. And you're like, I'm done. I don't want to be single. And guess what? Once you get this little note from this bird, pa-cha, the big change is coming. So we've got this in the tower. What's next to the tower? Wow, this is a foundation for a new beginning of happiness, growth, family, togetherness. Look at, they've built this little weird house in the background. And, you know, they've just started. It's livable, but, you know, they've just got it on pillars now. So it means, you know, joining together and let's create something. I would say, holy cannoli, what a great reading for you, because it does look like there is somebody interested, and it looks like it's something you might not even realize is happening. Do you know what's interesting? All of you, right when it feels like we stop looking, that's when things happen. And, you know, it's hard because you're like, well, how can I stop thinking about it? How can I not? But honestly, it happened to me. It happens to other people. When you hear it, you're like, whatever. But it's true. The minute you are honestly just like, whatever, I'm doing my own thing. And then in comes somebody else. In comes the bird with the note. See? Wow, that looks good, Jada. Thank you so much for the donation. I'll be anxious to hear what's coming in. All right, my dears, let us find out what is next. Next. Let me scroll here for a moment. If you guys could see the chat behind the scenes, you'd understand why I have to have my moderators kind of help me out if I want to keep moving along. If it were just me, I'd be scrolling for quite a while. Let's see. I'm looking. Here we are. Got that one. We answered that. And here we are. Okay, Alina. Alina A would like to know, will I be able to get an internship soon? Nice. All right, let's use our today's journey. That sounds like a modern question. So I'm going to use today's journey. Really cool deck, great imagery. It had awesome borders, but I trimmed them off because I am a border trimmer kind of gal. Just the way I am. All right, I need to focus. So, internship for Alina A. Internship. Okay, let's find out. Yeah, you can see on the back of these that I kind of cut them off center. They look good from the front, but from the back, they look kind of grade schoolish, but too bad. Oh, I like it. Okay, so internship soon. Oh, I'm seeing some great things. I'm seeing some really great things. All right, I think, yes, I do think you will get this internship soon, and I'll explain why. All of these cards are pointing me to the fact that, yes, you would. Here we've got union. Union is the lovers. Now, obviously, that is often a romantic card, and it often depicts a couple. So this one in particular, though, this is the union of two things that are important to you. That would be like lovers coming together, meaning something you love. So this would be something that's important to you, coming together. After that, we have our Mother of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who's very successful, a multitasker, has a lot of passion, very good with people, good with business. You know, obviously here she's saying, vote for me. She's up on stage. That's really great. I mean, that's going to be you celebrating. I think that's awesome. Now here we have beginning, which is the Magician. The Magician is the ultimate manifester. That's somebody who creates new things. And in this particular deck, it's somebody reading tarot cards, trying to see what direction am I going. How cool is that for a connection, huh? So this is about manifesting new things. And then after that, we have our Page of Cups. Page of Cups typically about creative opportunities. So I'm not sure what your internship is or what you might be looking for, but I'm wondering if it's in some kind of creative endeavor or something that you would need to use your ideas, perhaps marketing, even sales is creative. I have a sales background. That's why I kind of use that as an example, but there's a lot of things that you would be able to do. So I'm thinking it's saying yes, 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 and yes. So good luck with that. I'm really rooting for you there. You know what? When I was in college, I didn't do my internship until my senior year, second semester. So the last semester. And I found out from my internship that I didn't want to do what I had been planning to do. So that was a lovely discovery at the very end when I couldn't do anything about it. Life. Isn't life fun? Okay, so let us move on. Thank you for letting me read for you. Let us see what we've got. Yusra Showcat. How would my family react if I chose the Gemini as my life partner? Let's see. Okay, so we want to know how other people are going to react to that. So we're going to use the Wonderland or Tarot in Wonderland. I always just want to call it the Alice in Wonderland. Wow, I'm having shuffling difficulties. Shuffling under the influence of that. No, that sounded bad. I'm not under the influence. Oh, my dog just came over right next to me and sneezed and walked away. Thank you for that. My dog is a 180-pound Rottweiler. So even though I'm sitting down, his sneeze landed on my upper arm. So thanks for that. All right. Gemini, how's the family going to react for Yusra, whose name I'm finally saying correctly? I don't know why I was reversing the two letters. Because I'm just that kind of gal. All right. So let us find out. How is the family going to react? How's the family going to react? Okay. Alrighty, so let me see here what we got. Now, I think the family is going to think you have some real I think your family is more concerned that you have thought it through. I'm getting the real impression that your family believes that you are smart, that you make good choices, but I think the family is feeling like you might not have thought of everything. I'll tell you why I'm saying that. I do see the family does believe you are smart and that you make good choices. So I don't think it's about their inherent disbelief that you're going to make a bad decision. But I do think that there are perhaps some things that your family thinks you might not have thought of. And you can see that here in our Five of Cups. I wonder, too, if your family is thinking, you know what? Have you really considered that this is going to be the death of your singlehood, of your opportunity to grow? I'm not sure what your age is. I'm not sure what your background is, but it could be your parents are not wanting you to they're afraid you're going to give up on your career or your school or you know what I'm saying? So it feels like they're afraid that something might be lost. Nobody's angry though. I don't see that. This is what's showing the inner journey, the inner work. It doesn't mean no, you're not going. It doesn't mean no, they hope you won't go. It's so strongly telling me that they're worried about making sure you've done the inner work and that you're sure. They do trust your decision making though. And they want to make sure you're knowing that, this is going to be a whole new life for you. It's totally different. That's like, having children, moving to another state. I mean, the obvious clearly changes your whole thing, and they want to make sure that you have thought of these things. I don't see anything saying anything negative, nothing at all. So I think that's a good thing. Okay, let us see what is next. I love answering questions for you guys. I feel like my chat just bounces all over it. It's like I barely touch anything. It drives me insane. Okay, dokie. Here we go from Sterling Slaughter. Will SW ask me to marry him anytime soon? Ooh, okay, let's find out. we are going to use the Light Seers Tarot. We are going to find out. We're looking for some marriage. Wow, it dropped immediately. See what I mean? Some days I am like a blackjack dealer at the casino. I'm shuffling, doing little tricks and feeling cool. And then other days I can't even do like a regular shuffle. No. Okay, so will SW be asking Sterling Slaughter to marry him anytime soon? Is this proposal going to be happening anytime soon? We need to know. One more second. Wow, I'm so annoyed with my shuffling today. All right, let's find out. Okay, guys, just to give you a quick reminder, if you would like to guarantee a reading today, or you're simply just tired of waiting in line, you can go ahead and drop a donation of any amount, and that will bump you up to priority status, and we'll get your question taken care of right away. Okie dokie. Sterling Slaughter, are we looking at a marriage proposal? Okay, so this is looking good. We've got bookends. So this is, let me move that, sorry. Okay, so we've got bookends. We've got 2 pentacles here. We've got the King and we've got the 9. The King of Pentacles is all about having it all. This includes financial stability, the happy home, the structure. This is about having everything in line in your material world. So, the job, the security, the house, a lot of cards. Oh, and this one has a dog too. A lot of cards has like the family playing in the background, and the dog. So this is very good. This is showing me that that's what that will be leading to. Clearly, that would be a marriage. Now here on the 9 of Pentacles, this is about success. This is about having, showing off your hard work and how far you've come. So again, because the question is involving the goal of a proposal, these right here are saying, yeah, that's good. So what are these saying here? This is a 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, that's an ultimate happy, happy, happy card. It's cups, so that's the suit of emotions. That's the suit of love, obviously. And again, this is about having it all. This is about taking, look at the rainbow swirling. You've got everything. Look at the cups and the kids in the background. Plus, the 10 is the end of the suit. So we've got ace to 10, not counting, obviously, court cards, but that's the completion of the journey of cups. So that's where attainment, completion, achievement, the marriage. So the only outlier we have here is the Hanged Man. What's that Hanged Man doing there? The Hanged Man is about seeing things in a different light, seeing things in a different perspective, looking at different directions. I think what this is saying is this might look a lot different to you than what you're expecting. If you're expecting, like, say in your mind, you're like, I'm imagining this is going to happen because I'll be sitting at dinner and there'll be a band and playing violins, or I'm imagining we're going to be bungee jumping and in the middle of the sky he or she will, So I think you need to, it might come in a way that you're not expecting. So be on the watch out for that. Be open. You want to be surprised, right? You want to be surprised. That's part of the fun. The only thing I didn't want to be surprised about is I wanted to pick out my own ring. I did not trust that, especially because you're going to wear it forever. Oh, well, I hope that helps. Yeah, the only thing I cared about was that. Not the only thing I cared about. The only thing I wanted to know about was the ring. Okay, so we've got a donation. Thank you so much. This one is from Tabitha. I've got a couple different Tabithas, so I'm not sure which Tabitha this might be. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Perhaps my moderators has been able to spot it before me. If you do make a donation, I obviously see it through PayPal, but to help streamline it, you can write it, so donation to Zara. You can let her know, and she reposts it, so it's easy for me to find. Tabitha, Where is your question, my dear? Please post it. Oh, here. Tabitha, here you are. Hiya. Thank you. Will Sagittarius be in contact again in August? All right. We want to know, are you going to hear something again in August? Where is my, there it is, my wizard tarot. Bum, bum, bum. All right, Sagittarius, are you going to be contacting Tab M in August? We want to know. We want to know. Okay. Will Sagittarius be in contact? Are you going to contact Tabitha? We want to know. Okay. We shall find out what is going on. Now, I know this one is one of Night Reader's favorite to see. I love it too. Like I said, every deck is my favorite. And the newer ones get most attention for a while. But okay, so are you going to have some contact? I do believe you will. And I'm going to tell you why. Look at this. We've got our Page of Cups and we've got our Magician again. The Magician is the ultimate manifester. That's what makes things happen. That's what makes new things happen. A new contact in August is looking good. Here we've got our Page of Cups. The page is new messages. Can you believe it? New messages. It's like right there. In fact, this is your Sagittarius. That's a new message and a new beginning from a new opportunity, new beginning, new spark from the Magician. So this is looking really good. So what are these two guys doing there? Well, we've got our Four of Swords. This is about kind of resting, relaxing. Guess what this means to me? This means yes, but you need to wait. You should wait for Sagittarius. See what Sagittarius is going to do. This is telling me the same thing. You might be tempted. You're going to want to perhaps, but this is saying grant your teeth and go look at this guy. He goes into the other room. He leaves all his cups there, which are emotions, love, and he says, all right, I'm going over here in this other room. Not because he's leaving, not because he doesn't want the cups, but he doesn't want to focus on them right now. So this is saying the same thing. It's saying wait on the contact to be initiated by Sagittarius. Now, things change. This is energy, reading the energy of the moment. As of right now, this is how it looks. Now, everybody has free will. So Sagittarius might do something that alters the energy. So you should always be keeping your ears open and using your instincts and your best judgment. So as far as reaching out on your own, you know, at some point, if things change, that might make sense for you. But cards are saying, yes, Sagittarius will be in contact. And the advice is wait for Sagittarius to do it. Wow. That was very clear. That one was very clear, Tabitha. Thank you so much for your donation. It was really clear. I mean, it couldn't have been any clearer. All right, my darlings, we have another donation. Thank you so much. Let's find out what we've got. All right, this one is, let's see, this one is, let me look at names here. I got to look at PayPal names. Give me a minute. I just closed my thing by accident. Of course I did. My dog just came back to the room, had a drink, and came over and stood and dripped on my leg. Thank you, dear. Good thing I love animals, right? All right, hang on. My phone isn't working. There we go. Super slow, but I'm getting there. I need some tech support. All right, Mocha Blue. Mocha Blue, thank you so much for your donation. I found it. How is Z feeling toward me? Thank you again for your donation. And of course, this bumps you to priority status. We want to know how Z is feeling toward you, and we are going to find out with the Arcanum. The Arcanum Tarot, another favorite of mine. The cards are pretty thick and glossy. That's the only thing I would change. At the least, I would change the glossiness. I mean, it's not a problem, but it just, I prefer it less shiny, less thick. All right, Mocha Blue. how is Z feeling toward you? Let's find out. I want to say welcome to all of you and anybody who is new. Thank you so much for joining the show. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. This is free live tarot. You can drop your questions in the chat. And if you're ever feeling like you're tired of waiting or you just want to guarantee your question gets read, feel free to drop a donation. All questions are selected randomly. And I'd love to read for you all, but we only have an hour, so I try my best. Okay, so how is Z feeling toward you? What? Oh, wow. What? We've got 3 cups here. That's a good sign. Okay, so we've got our 6 of Pentacles here. Let's look at the cups first, though. We've got our 9 of Cups. This is about success in love, friendship, the warm fuzzies. It's about having a table and set up for all these guests and everybody comes over. That's what the actual Rider-Waite deck looks like. In this particular deck, she's sitting there saying, look at me. Everything is beautiful. I have all these cups overflowing with fruit and flowers and whatnot. So again, that's great success. So I'm feeling like that's you sitting right there, standing in your cups, you know. Keep in mind, guys, I want to remind you that all, disregard gender on the cards. Obviously the cards have a gender, but even the queens, the kings, it doesn't matter. It's interchangeable, and it's just the way the artwork is and, whatnot. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got our 5 of Cups. So our 5 of Cups is about kind of the crying over spilled milk card. This is about looking at what you've lost instead of what you have. So I'm thinking what this is saying is, while you're, once you start feeling good, once things are happening, once you start getting contact or whatever it is you're wanting, you always kind of want more. Like, okay, that was a great text. He said, hello, good morning. Well, why didn't he say, what are you doing today? You can't, you got to enjoy what you're getting. That doesn't mean you should sacrifice, that next step or what's logically coming next, or sacrifice your boundaries. But don't forget not to focus on what's not happening and think about what is. So that tells me it might start off slow. I am seeing some real communication coming in here. This is Pentacles, which is about your daily life. So I'm seeing something coming. So I'm wondering if you're going to be hearing something. But I have the feeling, based on these 2 cards, that it might be a little slow. And you might find yourself like, even in the initial stages, how come Z is not calling me yet or texting me yet or saying hello on Instagram or, whatever. Be patient. Don't lose sight over the cups you have here and not these. I do believe Z is feeling good, though. I think Z is feeling good. I think Z wants to talk to you at some point. But again, the real strong message is don't forget to not hyper focus on what's not happening. Everything we get, you get a little addicted, right? Oh, that was a great text. Well, and then before you know it, you're like, well, why didn't he use heart emojis? You're thinking about ridiculous things that don't matter. Do you see what I'm saying? So remember that. Stay calm, stay strong. Don't sacrifice your boundaries, but be prepared. You might have to wait a little longer to get things in order. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope so. Good luck. Let us see. Thank you again for your donation. They are so greatly appreciated. I heard my phone buzzing again. Let us see what we've got. I am on the wrong page, though. Let me see. Why is everything happening tech-wise today? I'm having tech issues. I think it can't feel my finger, and I'm like, am I dead? I have body heat, so I don't know why it doesn't recognize me. All righty, thank you so much. We've got another donation. This is from Clarissa, and I don't know if your name matches your YouTube name, but I'm looking for Clarissa, who made a donation, and here we go. Zara, thank you so much for helping me, and thank you for your donation, Clarissa. All righty, how is Jordan going to feel or respond when I send him my long text to end things between us? Is the text worth sending? Okay. You do something that I do all the time. I used to do this, or text or an email sometimes, and I just had to get it out and write it, and then I would decide. You're literally doing what I used to do too. So let's find out, how is Jordan going to feel or respond when Clarissa sends the text or the information about ending things. We're going to use today's journey. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. Okay. What have we got? Okay. I see right away. I think Jordan wants to keep things the way they are. I think Jordan's going to want to keep things the way they are. I think you're going to have some resistance to it. We've got the reason I say that is here we've got our Hierophant, and that's about tradition. Sticking together with what you've got is what that's saying to me. We've got our Youth of Water. That is the Page of Cups. This is about somebody who hates change. So again, another instance of, not wanting this to be happening. I think you're going to get some resistance for that. Now, 8 of Fire is the 8 of Wands. This is our speed card. This is everything happening quickly. So right next to that, we have our 6 of Air, which is our 6 of Swords. You know what's interesting? This is about moving slowly. So we have 2 conflicting energies here. I think the 2 of you are going to be butting heads. I don't think that Jordan sees it the same way you do. Now, not necessarily like speed going slow, but you see how those are opposites? So that's where I'm getting that. So again, I believe that there is going to be some tension. I believe that Jordan is going to want to repair things. And I think that, one of you, and I'm assuming you, is thinking, we got to get this done. Let's do it. But I think Jordan's going to say, let's work it out. Let's try to fix this. See this, slow car driving, let's fix this. And you're going to be like, we've had enough. I'm not willing to fix it anymore. I'm like a firecracker here. I'm going up. You see? So yeah, Jordan is gonna want to repair things. And I think you're still going to be conflicted about that. So I think you really need to kind of think to yourself. Clearly, you're questioning your where you want to be, where you want to go with Jordan. Obviously, or you wouldn't have written the text to him. You wouldn't have asked the question. If you are hoping for a reconciliation, my personal advice is, always, whatever problems you're having, they don't just disappear, and they will resurface if you don't fix them. So, and I know this from experience, of course. I know this, when you're in it, it's so hard to see it because your emotions take over. Imagine giving advice to your friend about this. Imagine your best friend told you this and exactly what's going on and why. And what would you say? What would you say to Clarissa, Lucia's best friend? All righty. Well, thank you for your donation. I hope that works out. I've been exactly where you are, so I totally feel for you. I know how hard it is when you're wrapped up in an emotional situation. All righty, we have another donation. This is from Alida. I am going to see if I can find your question. And let me see. I'm not seeing Alida. Do you have a lead on this, Zara? I'm not seeing it right now. Okay, so let me see. We've got... All right, there we are. Thank you for the help there, Night Reader. Why didn't it show up? Why is this not showing? There we go. Didn't want to listen to me. Thank you so much for your donation. All right, Allie, what are A's thoughts about me? Let's find out. We want to know what the thoughts are for Allie, and we're going to use the Druid Craft to find out. Oops, again. Man, I got to go to shuffling school today. Like I said, I obviously am kidding. I can't do tricks, but some days I'm just like, Other days, it's a handful of mess. Okay, so here we go. What are A's thoughts about Allie? Okay, we want to know what A's thoughts are about Allie. Okay, we want to know what A is feeling and what A is thinking. We want to know, and the Druid Craft is going to show us what the tarot thinks. Okay, let us find out. Oh my, wow, that's awesome. Look at, we have got the Six of Wands, we have got the Star, we have got the Ace of Cups. All awesome indications that there are some really good feelings for you. I mean, I'm thinking possibility is a thought. I'm thinking, potential to get together is a thought. This is the Ace of Cups. This is the ultimate new opportunity for love. That's exactly what that is. Here on our other end, we have the Six of Wands. This is about a celebration. This is about building a foundation. This is about successfully building a foundation. So I'm thinking that A has some really good thoughts about a potential for a relationship here. I'm assuming this is a romantic question. If it is not, and it's some kind of partnership in another way, same thing applies. The star here, and being right next to the Ace of Cups, this is what's going to bring A to you. Now, I don't know what the it is, but something is really going to be pulling A towards you. This is the star, which is the guiding light, which pulls this person, well, I would suggest not being like a naked person pouring pictures, but God, pouring the pictures. Everything's enough. Everything is looking good. Everything is calm, and it's a smooth, easy walk, and there's the guiding light of hope. So I think it will be kind of like a natural coming together. This is our new opportunity. This is our celebration. So what's our tower doing? The tower is a new change. This is what's going to happen, I think. I think this is, first of all, the thought that things are going to go well, that this is an opportunity, like, that kind of a thing. This is the stage. Then I think a change is going to happen. The change, what's the change? A realization that, yep, I want to make a move. The move is going to be very natural. It's going to be very organic. It's going to happen very effortlessly. And then the connection, the Ace of Cups. I am seeing really good things. Now I want to pull an endgame card on that tower. Let's just make sure, because I'm feeling just intuitively that that's the change, that, okay, this is a great idea, and then suddenly making the change to do it. Well, what makes the change to do it? Let's do the endgame and find out. King of Swords, because they're brave now. A needs to get some bravery. A needs to build up the coward, the opposite of what I say. Needs to build up the confidence. A needs to build up their confidence, and then this is going to, once that confidence hits, this will be realized, and then these will what are happening. You see? Ooh, that's exciting too. So yeah, A needs some confidence to make this happen, make the change. Do you see that? Oh, that's very exciting. Good luck, and thank you again for your donation. I really appreciate it. And guys, it goes right back into the channel. I do try to improve things for you, and I also like to get new decks so that you guys can see new things, and so that I can give you good readings. So thank you, thank you. Now we've got another donation here. Let's see what we've got. All righty, this one is from Clarissa. This is from Clarissa again, and my brain has already, there we are. Why can't I talk today? Clarissa. Now let me find your second question. Oh, good. The first one, I'm glad that made sense. I am so glad that made sense. And I get it. You can't go back. This is the one where Clarissa wrote the text and she was wondering where to send it. I totally get it. I am, I've done it. I've done it. Oh, right. So let's see. Will Jordan be hurt from my long text, calling him out on his selfish behavior, ending things? What will he say? All right. So we want to know, how what you're saying is going to affect him in terms of the selfishness. Okay, we are going to use, where is it? Where are you? Oh, here it is, the Wizard's Tarot. We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot. So let's see. How is Jordan going to feel about being told about his selfish behavior, and what will he say? What's his reaction going to be about the selfishness? And Clarissa sent the message. Okay. So let's find out. The selfishness, is the text going to make an impact? Yeah, sometimes it's like, people, it's in one ear and out the other, and it's like doesn't even affect them, and it's like, boy, I'm glad I spent all that time trying to figure out what to say, considering nobody cares. That was me saying how that's happened. Okay, we've got some good things here. Clear things. Let's find out what's going on. All right, the Page of Pentacles, that's a message. Pages are always new information. They're usually young and naive. They're the beginning of the court cards. So it's the younger boy usually on the, or this is a young wizard woman, or whatever you call her, female wizard. I guess they're all wizards. Anyway, it's the beginning, meaning this is new information. Again, I am gonna say it. I'm gonna call it right here. Jordan is going to be hurt, but Jordan is still trying to convince you that this is going to change. This is going to change. Everything's going to be okay. I will do what you need. Look at this. This is the page, and look at her. She's got her magic flying and raising up this pentacle up into the sky with magic. And, that's, again, I think the promise of, we're going to make this all work. I'm going to do what you need to. So I think Jordan is going to be telling you what he thinks you want to hear. He might even be believing it in the moment. I'm not trying to say he's dishonest, but he believes this, and he's going to continue to tell this to you. We've got our Six of Pentacles right next to it. And that's the giving, that's the telling, that's the, let me give you this information. And this is the, it's going to be okay, I'm going to do it. But look at where she's looking. She's looking out here into the nothing. So I don't know if those are empty promises or not, but that might be something to be considering. It might be empty promises. Again, not on purpose. He might not be saying this, so he might believe himself. But again, you have to be aware of that. If you're wanting to get back together, that's what you need to know. If you're not wanting to get back together, that's what you need to know to stay strong, that this won't be going anywhere. I know with me, I was always like, oh, I feel bad now. All right, now this one, judgment. This is about a decision. This is about fairness. You are saying it hasn't been fair. You are saying that he is selfish. These are some things that you're wanting to talk about it. I think that he does not see it. I do not think he sees it, and I think it will continue not to be seen. We've got the Three of Pentacles here. This is about work. This is about everybody joining together to see the work, to enjoy the work, to believe the work. I'm getting it real strong, honey, that he's going to want to say, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it, and it's all going to be okay, and that it'll be fair, and we'll do this. I don't see it, though, because I don't think Jordan is seeing, I don't think Jordan sees it, because I don't think Jordan feels that this is unbalanced. And again, strong work cards. These are all work cards. These are all working hard to make it happen. And then that's the selfishness. That's the fairness. That's making sure it's balanced, that I don't think he sees. And that's obviously a strong thing from you, because that's what you're writing about. Clearly, that matters. Well, that's what the cards are saying now, Clarissa. That's the energy of the moment. So again, make your best decision based on your instincts, based on what you know, because I'm not in his head or your head, and life is life. So but that's what the energy is saying. I'm seeing it real clear, really clear. So let me just see here. I got to get rid of this. My phone is buzzing again. Let us see what's going on. All righty. This one, I think I know. We have a donation. And if I didn't write it down, I know I've seen this one. Oh, here we go. It's from Luna Moon. Luna Moon, thank you so much for your donation. Let us get your question up here. And your donation puts you at priority status. Again, guys, if you want to make sure you have a guaranteed reading, you can drop a donation of any amount, and I will bump you to priority, and also I will stick around for all donation readings. Let us see now, though. We've got, Zara. Oh, that confused me seeing Zara's name. Sorry. Current feelings from Yui. I'm not sure how to say that. I'm sorry. I'm going to say you just so I don't insult you. You towards me, please. So what are the current feelings from, that's not going to work saying you either. You know what I mean. Towards you. We're going to use the deviant moon. We're going to find out what the current feelings from you, we are toward Luna Moon. Luna Moon is the best, so there better be some good feelings. I love Luna Moon. Luna Moon. Luna Moon. All right, let's find out. Luna Moon. Is Georgia Peach here today? Whenever I read Georgia Peach's screen name, which is Georgia Peach, I always go, I always smile. I don't know, makes me happy. I like Luna Moon. I love you too. You guys are always so supportive, and you always are here, and I thank you. I do enjoy having here. You make the show. You really do. Okay, so current feelings from Yui toward you. Okay, well, Knight of Cups. That is the done one. That's Johnny Depp. That's Leonardo DiCaprio. Whoever your favorite movie star is that's so handsome and sly and loves you, sweep you off your feet type of movie star. That's the Knight of Cups. This particular card is not looking so attractive, but it means the same. And I suppose if you're a deviant moon, that would be very attractive. But anyway, that's coming. That is coming. And I think that because of the feelings, it's going to end something else. Is we dating somebody else right now, breaking up with somebody else right now, trying to get rid of somebody else right now? I am feeling that this is what this is telling me. The devil would be, kind of freeing yourself from something. They're looking right at each other. So the Knight of Cups needs to defeat this. Do you see that? So I'm thinking, again, I don't know if it's another person, but it's something they need to kind of free themselves of, to shed. Here we have our Seven of Swords. Now, this is also about kind of stealing away, keeping what is yours, moving forward with what you've got, taking what's yours. Right next to that, we have our Ten of Swords, which is about feeling defeated, depleted, just done. Most of the cards show somebody kind of laying on the ground with all the swords in their back. That's about overthinking. It's about feeling bombarded. It's about feeling depleted. So again, this new love that's coming in to sweep you off your feet, those are the feelings I believe are facing you. But they can't move forward because of all this. I'm thinking that we might be seeing somebody else, or it might be something that, again, needs to be freed. It needs to be freed from. You see? Alrighty, I hope that helps. That one was real clear too, guys. That was really, really clear. All right, well, thank you so much for your donation. I so appreciate it. Alrighty, let us see what we have next. Hello, Tarot Magician. Welcome. So glad you're here. Let me see what we've got. Autumn, hello. How are you? Let's pick another random question. Again, guys, if you don't want to wait in line or you want me to stick around, we are nearing the end of the hour. So if you want me to stay and answer your question, I absolutely will. I will stay for all donations. So please let me know. Let me know. I'd love to read for you. Okay, now, also, I wanted to say, who was it? Okay, there we go. I found it. All right. Sometimes I'm not able to find them quickly. Moon and Moon. I only got one donation in. You, it sounds, I'm seeing right here, you're telling Zara you had 2 and 2 questions. So let me just look and see if I missed it. I'm only seeing one, hon. I'm only seeing one. So go ahead and we'll clear it up. And I'm just going to move on to, just for the interest of time, but I will certainly come right back. Let us see what's going on here. True Divine wants to know what is happening in my Taurus's life. We are not in contact. So you're wanting to know kind of like, what are they doing? What's going on? I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for this question, and we are going to find out. We want a little insight. We want a sneak peek into what is happening in Taurus's life. True Divine is in the dark. In the dark. All right. Want to know what is Taurus doing? What have you been up to? What are you up to? Okie dokie. Okay, let's see what's been going on. Okay. Well, I think Taurus has been trying to decide and think about how to potentially meet somebody, how to potentially meet others. I am assuming you two were a couple, or you were connected to become a couple, or in some way. I am feeling that Taurus is really feeling secure in where they are right now. I don't see anything other than that. The Emperor is what's telling me that. So feeling secure in life, not really, focusing on much other than that. Just feeling like they're sitting on this world right here. I think it's the moon. Anyway, do you see that? Just feeling like, and also feeling like I know what to do. I'll figure it out. Look he's got a chess piece there. He's like, I'm trying to figure out what my next move is. Next to that, we have our 8 of Pentacles. This is about hard work. This is about paying attention to the details. This 8 of Pentacles in this particular deck is trying to figure out what to do. Look at all of these pentacles here are like the phases of the moon. It starts out and goes, all the way through from full moon to new moon and so forth. I think that signifies the cycles of the moon. I think this is cycling, and he realizes that, this is going to come around. I think there are some people out there that he's potentially choosing between, or 2 situations. Not sure, but is Taurus maybe considering a move? Was Taurus thinking about moving somewhere? This often can represent moving, physically, moving to a new home, a new town, something about moving on and trying to decide between those 2 ideas, whatever it is. And then here we have our Page of Cups coming from that decision. And I think that the thought is, I don't think there's anybody right now. I don't see that, but I do think that is like the thought that because I'm stable and secure, because I know things always come around, what comes around goes around, meaning I was in a relationship or friends with True Divine, I'll find another friend. Decision, work, home type of thing. It seems more material related because it is Pentacles. And then the fact that there's some new love out there. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a new person, but it would be something that is near and dear to their heart, somebody they love. But I am getting the feeling that there's not somebody here now, but the opportunity for a new relationship would be there. Now, would they be cycling back to you? Let's pull an endgame card. Are you the new love after things get sorted out? Or is it potentially, again, nobody? See, nobody's there. I don't think they're thinking about anybody, but let's see from our endgame. The Tower. Well, honey, I think moving on. The Tower is change, a big change. So I think that Taurus is not moved on, but is thinking about moving on and thinking that this move is going to provide that opportunity. So if you were wanting to get back together, I'm sorry if that sounded kind of, disappointing. However, remember, the energy reads the energy of the moment. Things can change. Keep your eyes open. Be open. All righty. Well, we have a couple donations that just came in. Let me see. All righty. Here we go. This is from, let me get back out of there. Uh-oh, why did it do that? It's going up, going crazy, everybody. This is from, and I know I just said it. I know who Angela is. You are Luna Moon. But I'm looking for, again, I have to go to Clarissa, and I do know who that is. So let me see. Do you see why I write it down? Well, in my defense, I am very focused, and it's hard to be working your memory banks at the same time as you're using kind of other parts of your brain, you know? So let's see, Clarissa. This is a second donation from Clarissa. Thank you. Thank you. You get 2 thank yous. All right, Clarissa. Do I finally text Jordan I'm completely done? Is he going to change his behavior for good? And will he see my point? So I get it. You're like, is this even worth it? Do I even need to say this? And that's a very good thing to check in with yourself about, because you're right. Sometimes it's not even worth your breath, right? All right, let's use a classic deck. We're going to use classic Llewellyn or Llewellyn. We want to get a classic read on this. Is it worth it? If you're finally, you've made up your mind, you are just done. So, let's see, it's going to change and see the point. Is this worth it? Will it really inspire a true change? It'll make this work. Let's find out. Okay, we are going to find out. All right. I don't think so, honey. I don't think so. We've got our Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is just tells it like it is, kind of has a sharp tongue, like, you know, no nonsense. I'm going to take care of it. You know, it's somebody who's really going to do it. This is you right now. You're telling you've got to tell it like it is. So I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I don't think it's going to change at this point. And this is kind of saying that tell it like it is might mean to tell it like it is, to go ahead and send it. Now, sending it to, you got to think, is this going to change anything? Meaning, okay, is it going to change Jordan's ways? No, sometimes yes. But sometimes the change is not about Jordan or anybody else. Does telling this make you feel better? Are you feeling like you have closure? Sometimes the closure is not worth it, and sometimes we can't tell. So guess what? Sometimes when I can't tell something, I can't make a decision, I make a decision, a second decision, and that decision is not to decide. Sometimes you need a little time. Sometimes the decision just has to be not to decide. That is still a decision, okay? So you can let yourself off the hook for a few minutes that way too. Now, I'm seeing that the change that you are going to be suggesting right now with the selfishness and all those other things, to get to the happy home part, the 10 of Pentacles, the success, the money, the stability, it's going to be a huge burden. It's going to be something you're carrying. It's going to be hard. I have a feeling it's going to be some repeat action and you might have to stay on. I just feel like it's going to be really kind of hard for you. Not that you won't do it or can't do it, but you got to be prepared to carry those load of wands, So, and here again, this Queen of Swords, I really see that as you. That's swords, that's communication, that's telling it like it is. It literally is answering your question. If I were doing a 1-card pull, I would have been like, holy cow, show's over, because that's what that means. Now here the Emperor is again standing their ground. I don't see much change. That's standing their ground. I mean, even look at this dude. He's like, nope, not going anywhere, not changing. So I'm thinking the cards are suggesting this is not looking like a change situation. You could continue, but you are going to be ready. You could make it to the 10 of Pentacles, but it's going to be a lot of work to get there. And this is literally saying, tell it like it is. Telling it like it is. Now, if you're still not feeling comfortable in your gut, if your intuition is still feeling unsure, wait. There's no time limit. You can do it when you feel it is right. So don't feel the pressure you're putting on yourself, because you're the boss of you. You don't need to put that pressure on yourself. You're the boss of you. You are the boss of you. Okay, now we've got another donation. Thank you so much for your donation. This is from Jada. Beautiful Jada. Thank you, thank you. This is awesome. I'm so glad to read for you. Okay, so let's see. Will I get an email or phone call from Ms. Aaron that works at, I don't know what that means, to do some of kind of it's some company name, I'm sorry, who works at wherever, I can't say it, CHKD, to do some type of internship I inquired about. Ooh, another internship question today. I love it. You guys are on fire. You guys are getting internships going. You're, moving forward. It's a great day for growth. This is a wand day, right? This is a wand day. The suit of wands, effort and growth. Okay, so will Jada get an email or phone call from Ms. Aaron? What about this internship? What is going on? Okay, this is today's journey. We're going to go ahead and ignore the bad cutting on the background. It's only visible from the back. I think of it every time I lay it out. I'm like, oh, geez, I totally cut those. Terrible. Oh, yes. I cut the borders because it distracts me when I'm reading cards. This one had beautiful borders. I felt bad, but it is what it is. Correct? Wow. We've got a lot of pentacles. You're going to be hearing something. Pentacles, daily life. This is material. This is things in your material world. This is coming. Look at this. We've got the Two of Earth. Look at this card. I mean, it could be you. You're getting information. Look at, they've got books out. I mean, I realize this is a work situation, but it would be the same concept. Getting some food. I mean, this is a restaurant, obviously, of some kind, but ordering it and receiving it, right? That makes total sense. Now we've got the Three of Pentacles. This is about work and paying attention to the details, showcasing your work. Look at this. He's in an art gallery. He's got the art, the painting, the sculpture, showing off the work. Somebody there to see it. Who would that be? Your boss, your internship coordinator. This would be Miss Aaron. Miss Aaron, looking really good. Now we've got our King of Pentacles. Now our King of Pentacles, this is somebody who's a successful leader. Success. You are looking so good here. Now what about our Eight of Fire? Remember what I told you about our Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, typically on the card, it's a bunch of wands flying forward. This one is fireworks going off. Speed, celebration, fire, heat. This is happening. So, I would say you will be getting some contact from Ms. Aaron, and I'm thinking that you're going to be offered the internship. This is really, well, they all are, these in particular, and this is the speed. This is the speed, the celebration, and this is what's happening. You see that? Oh my, that's exciting, Jada. You'll have to let us know. I'm always curious as to what's going on. I never get to hear sometimes. And sometimes people don't want to share, obviously, but which is fine, totally fine. But I'm always curious, because it's exciting stuff. Or personal, important stuff that's important to people personally. Okay, we have another donation. Oops, we've got my phone just taken off. This one is from Luna Moon. Now, this was the other one that Luna Moon had two. So let me see. Where indeed is your second question? I see it. Thank you, Zara. What are the next moves? Okay, so the feelings are looking good from our first part one. Now, what are the next moves? We are going to, I'm just getting pulled to this, even though we used it last one. Again, guys, it's not about the question. It's about how I feel. There are some that I think are, ooh, that's a good love deck or whatever, but I really do it with what I'm pulled to. I've only had one day where I kind of stuck with the same deck all day, but normally I'm drawn to something different. So this coincidentally was the same one I was drawn to for you, and we're going to use it again. Deviant Moon, here we go. What are you going to do? You are the one with the Knight of Cups. Kind of like a scary person in this deck, but Insert favorite movie store. Oh, we got this again. Look at that. Something's happening. Remember I told you we'd give that up, move away. I don't know if seeing other people or what that is. Oh, okay. It's coming. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is coming. Okay. Now this is that feeling. Do you remember? How weird is this? I can't even get over it. This was the end of your last reading, and it is the beginning of your second. It's like it knew it was a part 2. This is amazing. I am freaking out. Okay. So depleted, feeling like exhausted. I mean, from your first reading, you know, trying to escape from the devil. That was the devil, right? Oh no, it was the tower. Excuse me. Now here we've got our 9. This is about success. So whatever this is that's trying to be shed is going bye-bye. This is the success. This is the 9 of Cups. And look at it, it's a genie popping out. It's like, okay, I have all these things. What am I going to do? So success. So whatever's coming next is going to be successful, meaning it's going to be a contact for you. So next in line, we have the 8, or I'm sorry, not the 8, the 13. That's one of the majors, and that is death. And quite an interesting card, with the artwork, right? Well, that's not at all about anybody dying, so never worry about that. That's the death of something. Death of something that was potentially important, and moving on to the next chapter. Moving on to the next chapter, where are you going? To judgment. Judgment is the rebirth. It's being reborn. It's starting anew. So again, this is almost telling us exactly what we knew already from the last reading. It's really confirming it. This has to happen. This has to happen. Let's do some clarifications, because this is not telling me what the next move is. It's just telling me that it's moving to you. So I'm going to pull an endgame card and see if we can get some more. All right. All right. So the next movement, I mean, it's the King of Wands. The King of Wands, he's the go-getter. He is the jump in, kind of go home, go big or go home guy. You know, he's like a CEO. He is running a company. You know, what does a CEO, what qualities does a CEO have? You know, they have to be good with people. They have to know get their finger on the pulse of the business, being able to ride the wave of the coming and goings of life. You know, this is somebody who's going to get rid, not that one. Sorry. Come on. There we go. Gonna get rid of this, whatever it is that's holding them back, gonna get rid of it, and it's gonna ride in and just come rushing. So I'm thinking, this is Wands, so this is effort and growth. However, leaving the bad situation, that's Swords, which is communication. I'm thinking you're going to be getting some kind of communication. And I think, now it doesn't say when, I can't give you kind of an idea on timeline, but I'm thinking there's communication coming, and you're going to feel like the dam burst. Do you know what I mean? Like once the dam bursts and the water just goes flooding through and everything starts happening, I think things are going to happen quickly. So I do think you will be hearing something. That is the next move. Whatever's going on behind the scenes is what's holding it up. And once that is over, it will come quickly. The dam will break and the water will come rushing in toward you. I believe it'll be communication, though, a text, a phone call, an email. With Corona, I mean, it's hard. You can't bump into people at the grocery store, obviously, but or go out to the club or whatever. So, it's going to be something with, written communication, verbal, phone call probably would be in there. All right. Well, good luck. Let's find out. We've got another donation. Thank you so much. This is from Clarissa. Let's find your question, honey, and we will get that answered, Clarissa. Yeah. All right. Thank you again for your donation. We've got another part here. Thank you, Zara. We are on the same exact timeline. Great minds think alike. And Zara, you are awesome. And thank you for sticking around longer. I know we're going over, and Zara does a lot of hard work in there. Night Reader Tarot as well. Both of you, thank you. And Zara, you're doing phenomenal. Thank you. And I hope everybody in the chat knows Zara now. And she's a real huge part of the show. Okay. So what caused Jordan to respond to me less and lately less and less lately, I assume that means, and spend less time with me. Does he miss me at all? Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, Jordan? Why are you leaving? All right, let's going to use Tarot in Wonderland. Why did you spend less time? Why are you drifting away? Why are you drifting away? Do you miss Jordan or Clarissa? Why, and why? Okay. Let's find out what is going on with Jordan. Why aren't you missing? Well, we don't know if he's missing you. Why did you leave my friend Clarissa hanging? Okay. Why? Well, what is the choice? Remember, we talked about that actually. What is the choice? I'm seeing this one again. We've got the Two of Pentacles. That's a choice. Juggling things. Again, keep trying to stay on balance, but in juggling two different things. Look at this particular deck is the Mad Hatter. Obviously, he's standing on one foot, kind of like, oh, juggling these two. Juggling things is clearly what that means, juggling things. But it's usually also two decisions that affect your material world. If it were juggling, well, if you were juggling cups, I'd be like, he's juggling two people. I don't know that it's two people or not, but there's something, and again, it's coming in my head as something about moving. This is going fast. This is movement. Remember I showed you that one that was a wizard and kind of doing the magic, and that was still meaning the same thing, but this is more traditional. You see the wands flying. This is fast movement. There's a decision about something moving quickly. I keep getting it that it's about moving, and this means moving. Typically, it means moving as in physically going fast. Well, physically moving is clearly also the same thing. Page of Swords, that's a brand new message coming in, and being swords, that's communication. So that's almost like a double communication. But it also means new ideas. It means trying to get something started. This here next to it is the Empress, which is also about new ideas, growing new ideas, nurturing new ideas. Again, I think Jordan is just so focused on himself. I think, again, not sure if it's a move, but something's happening, the decision, feeling a little off balance, trying to get things moving, getting some new ideas that kind of change the direction, and then trying to develop the idea. I'm not seeing cups, not seeing the lovers. I'm not seeing anything about that. But it's definitely has something to do with a new idea, trying to grow it, could involve some communication, potentially hearing something from somebody. I don't know if Jordan's speaking to anybody right now, if they would be influencing him, or perhaps a business venture. I'm not seeing cups though, so I'm not seeing a lot of love. But it's just something just right here. It's focused on himself. Just really, honestly, that's what I'm seeing. Focused on himself. As far as missing you, let's do an end game. I pulled those up. I should have left them, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Does he miss you? Let's pull an end game. I didn't see anything about that. Well, I think there might be, a little bit. I'm thinking, it's the Six of Pentacles, which is often about giving and taking. I do think perhaps, but unfortunately what I'm seeing and what I'm getting, it might be that he misses what you could do for him. It might be that he misses what you did for him. And, we all have to remember, are we in love with somebody, the person, or are we in love with the idea of the person, or the idea of being together? And I think what it's suggesting is that he loves you, but he also loved what you were able to do with him. So yeah. So, keep your ears open, use your judgment. I can't say that enough to you guys. Use your best judgment. Never make a decision based on a tarot reading. These are just how to get some insight, so you're prepared, so you have a little bit of an idea of what the energy looks like at the moment. Does that make sense? All right, my dear, I hope that works out for you. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There you go. The benefits, right, Clarissa? That's benefits is what he's loving. Oh my goodness, that was funny. All righty. Well, I don't see any other donations. Thank you so much for all of your generosity, your donations, coming to the show. Zara and Night Reader, I can't thank you enough. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Please, if you have not already, hit subscribe. I'd love to stay connected to you, and that way you'll get alerts. I'm going to be starting on my new series, Relationship Warriors, which will be pop-up videos. So there won't be a set time. This way you'll be able to know. I'll be doing them like, I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but it'll either be twice a week or 3 times a week. So it'll be something like that, but this way you'll know when it's out there. And it's going to be getting started soon. It might be even this week. I'm still working on a couple things. Looking forward to it, though, and I can't wait to find out what you guys have to say about it. Thanks for letting me read for you. Don't forget, I'm here at 12 p.m. Central Time every day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you again.